Order something, will you? What, did he put up a fight? Nah, I don't really care. Here you creds.
truly your grateful abbot, and this is the feed. As some of you are aware...
The Ascender Club now offers personal defense training. Sign up today.
Caution, rising pollution levels detected.
Finally, yCorp is looking to expand its property appropriation division, and you fit the profile. Barely. If you complete our test assignment, you'll be given a position with one of our corporate grab teams, as the indents call them. I detest the term, but it does describe the work we do. We seek out contested property and transfer ownership of it to yCorp. Sometimes a competing team is after the same property, then we flatline them. It can be quite satisfying. There are more perks. As a yCorp CGT operative, you'll have access to select gear, and you'll be covered by a premium yCorp insurance policy. But first, you have to complete this assignment. We want the complete Ascent Group operations history. It is stored in one of their data vaults. You must locate the correct vault, re-imprint the Vault SI, and upload the desired data to our AGI. Complete this assignment, and you'll get a shot at earning your freedom further down the line. Your success will depend on your brawn trumping your inferior sapiens brain. We expect this will be a considerable challenge. Our comms records show you've already collaborated with that notorious ice fiend Noghead. We suggest enlisting his aid again. Questions? When a corporation defaults on Velez, there is no regulatory body governing its demise. All property belonging to that corporation can, from that moment, be appropriated or taken by any other corporation with the capabilities to do so. We won't burden you with the technicalities, but in short, the process involves imprinting the property governing SI so that it answers only to the new owner. Like the other multi-corps, yCorp is looking to rapidly expand its holdings within this arcology. Acquiring the Ascent Group operations history will help us prioritize what property to target next. The Ascent Group also rented vault space to other corporations on Velez. Expect a slew of auto-defenses operating at maximum lethality, as well as rival CGTs looking to protect their corporate data. For the time being, yCorp intends to keep a low profile, so you will have to gain access on your own. Yes, SI imprinting is an extremely delicate procedure. Your imp will be bonded to our AGI, which will perform the actual imprinting. We require you to jack in directly to the SI on site, and our AGI will do the rest. And before you ask, yes, yCorp has its own AGI. It's a Gen 12, and yes, your access to it will be severely restricted. yCorp has certain long-term objectives. If you are instrumental in achieving those objectives, we will offer to void your indentured contract and register you as an independent contractor. You'll be a free being, as much as anyone is free on Velez. Very well. We have taken the liberty of bonding your imp with our AGI through the local data nodes. You should expect a slight performance boost. Now get going.
Like Knockhead. He wrangles clean code. Crisp and immediate. Like death. Destination marked. plate tower flooding has never been determined. Suspects range from an intoxicated indent to a faulty flow valve to a high-level corruption cover-up.
You again. What does Poon want now? Oh, hang on. Who the fuck is yCorp? They want you to appropriate an Ascent group data vault. I don't do appropriations, pal. I'm pretty damn good, but that SI would nerf fry my ass before I even got past the outer ice layer. They have their own AGI? I'm not sure you understand, pal. Only the largest multi-corps have their own AGIs, and you tell me your imp is fucking bonded with one? Let me see. Wow. That's some beautiful code. There's a cold elegance to AGI ware that us orgs can only dream of achieving. But then I don't get what you need me for. Their AGI can crack open a vault like a Ponto nut. Why don't you have it do that in the imprinting? Both. yCorp have their own AGI, and yet they want to keep a low profile? Well, whatever. I can get you in, all right. But seeing as this is a corporate job, I won't do it pro bono. Again, I gotta admit, I'm real curious about what's going on here. Might be worth helping out just to get some insight, and maybe even link to that AGI at some point. Okay. Let's just say you'll owe me for this one. I've revived my comm tag on your imp so we can stay in touch. Best get cracking, my friend. I'm gonna do a deep trawl for anything yCorp related in the meantime. I wanna know who we're dealing with.
truly your grateful abbot, and this is the feed.
Noghead here. I can get the front door open for you, no problem, but the security system is more entangled than a Carlin nerve bundle. You're gonna have to cut through the ice and disable the whole thing locally. Or blow it up, I guess. Yeah, that would work too.
To be in the presence of such incalculable amounts of data is humbling. I would never want to be...
I've located the right data cluster, but not the exact vault. Again, you're gonna have to do that locally. Shouldn't be a problem with all that fancy imp software you got now. I'll keep an eye on things from here.
The Ascender presence complicates the situation, but we still want you to proceed. Terminate all opposition with extreme prejudice. We will look into how they gained access.
That's a Class 3 multi-capacitor HPM emitter. It can fry all binary. Class 3 multi-capacitor HPM emitter. It can fry all binary systems in the area, myself included. You're mostly flesh, so you'll barely notice a thing. Please destroy it.
Where did those fanatic fucks get their hands on a Class 3 emitter? Someone must be using it for their own ends. Proceed to the vault.
Querying Vault Index for operations data. The operations data vault identified. I am unlocking the vault access hatch now. Such are my powers.
Well done, Indent. Now appropriate the vault itself. Jack into the vault SI, and our AGI will do the rest through your imp.
SI direct link established. AGI bond verified. Surge. Initiating imprint procedure.
Knockhead here. I see other CGTs moving in on your position. The bastards are just cruising through now that we cleared the way. Better watch your six, pal.
Indent, if you lose that vault, I expect you to self-terminate on the spot and spare me the effort. Clear?
done. Property appropriation process completed. Ownership now registered to yCorp CIC 180403-4.
Excellent. We now own the vault. That should give us full access to the records. Now upload the full data package to the yCorp desyncs.
Accessing vault data.
That data pack is gonna be crazy large, buddy, even with compression. Your imp doesn't have enough bandwidth for a remote transfer. I'll set up access through the Network Operations Center while the package is being compiled.
While we appreciate the assistance, Noghead, you should be aware that we are monitoring your every action. Don't get any ideas.
Far be it from me to enact on any ideas where there's enough foreign involved. Just helping out my pal, as promised.
Good.
With cluster NOC.
Hang on while I cut through the ice so that your yCorp friends can connect to the NOC. There, done.
We have access. Downloading the package now. The operations data has significant gaps, but our AGI was able to cross-reference it with the information we already had, and the findings are interesting. Our board will want to discuss them before deciding how to proceed. In the meantime, you passed the test. We reluctantly welcome you to our Property Appropriation Division. Be aware that you'll be operating in a whole different league going forward. This is a high-risk, high-reward profession, and we expect you to perform at the highest possible standard at all times. We have updated your imp with your new rating as a CGT operative. Enjoy the insurance policy, and expect to hear from us again soon.
Incoming SSM request from Noghead.
Good. I set up this channel to bypass the imp's AGI bonds so that snotty foreign can't listen in. See, I had a pilfering algorithm piggybacking on the transfer so that I could clone the data. Just a little something I've been working on for a while now. Thing is, she ain't telling you half of it. There's clues in there as to why the Ascent group went under. Looks like they were pouring Ucreds into some secret mega project enough to buy a fucking planet. A lot of key personnel were being reassigned to that same project, and they also paid Onyx Void plenty of Ucreds for who knows what. Why the hell would Ascent Group do that? What were they working on, and why is yCorp so interested? AG, we're also planning a hostile takeover of Malor's Gel, but something went seriously wrong somewhere, and the Ascent Group AGI shut down. The whole corp went belly up, and here we are. Figured you should know, seeing as it's your ass on the line. Talk soon!
Message from Kira.
Operative. We studied the operations history data you sent, and it hints at some sort of ongoing interstellar transportation arrangement between the Ascent Group and Onyx Void. We want to understand the details of that arrangement. Who or what were Ovi bringing onto Velez on the Ascent Group's behalf? We know that Ovi is very protective of all shipment information. It is being kept in a single protected desync somewhere. Your next assignment is to locate that desync and extract the info we want. Should be straightforward enough, even for a sapient such as yourself. As yCorp can't afford to officially antagonize Onyx Void at this time, you'll be operating on your own again. Kira out.
Suggest querying the Onyx Void subnet at their hangout at the node. Destination set.
is the real deal.
This here will take out a full...
The excitement inside the
interesting. It would go against my programming to facilitate that. I suggest creating a diversion to allow for covert entry. Scanning surroundings. Scan complete. Advertisement blimp B-52D can be set to
Well,
critically interfere with
didn't
the
see you there.
unexploited facility.
You're not Rojan, are you?
If you can get direct access to
Fuck.
the node tree,
I need to
can
keep better
execute an
watch.
ad-proxy reroute.
Yeah, I'm in a bit of a bind. The Rojan want my ears, preferably detached from my head. I owe them some Ukrads. Quite a lot of Ukrads, actually. But you might be just what I need. A complete unknown. Care to help a fella out? I'm Hootie. Perfect. There's no personal danger to you, and you'll be compensated, of course. So, I got a bit of a gambling problem. It's the Speed Crush track for me. Just love watching those pods zipping by, spewing mayhem. But I ain't been very lucky lately, and now my credit's all used up. The Rajin intend to take payment in flesh. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna race. The annual free-for-all is coming up, and I'm gonna win it all. Pay off my debts. Can't race for shit, though. Never actually been in a pond. And that's where you come in. I made these EMP actuators. They're small, so they can be attached to a race pond. You guessed right. I need you to slap them onto the pods of the other contestants. Never race fair.
What a fucking mess. I run a clean kitchen, I swear. This stinking puke fest is not on me. This is a first-rate establishment. I use only the choicest ingredients. But I gotta live too, right? These are trying times. Hey, you look like a proper flatliner. I got a score I want settled. Maybe you can settle it for me. Yeah? Good. Here's the score. My usual meat supplier comes to me. Says he's got shut down. Had his entire stock eaten by ferals. No clue where they came from. Next thing I know, this new guy named Flabbers shows up. Some swaggering Jacqueline I've never seen before. Says he's got fresh meat to sell. And it's the seller's market, right? What choice do I have? So I put in an order. And you can see where that got me. Now I have the freezer full of spoiled meat and patrons puking outside. I'm so fucked. That swindling rectal head should get what's coming to him. You go pay him my respects and I'll make sure you'll never go hungry again. He runs his shitty outfit from the basement of Meatface in Corzone. Let me know when it's done. I got this entry hack from a data broker in the glove. Don't have the guts to try it myself, but it should get you inside.
Hey, you're the Good Samaritan type. Cattle in the hand. I realize this is irregular, but I could really use a favor. And you got an honest face. So how about it? Yeah? Great. So I just came in from here out, off-world. Guthawed last cycle. And of course, the knobheads at Karma lost my fucking luggage. I'd get it back myself, it's just, well, I got sort of carried away with one of the Karma apps. They got orders now to shoot me on sight. But I'm sure they'd let a pleasant-looking fella like yourself rummage around a bit. If you can find it, I'll make it worth your while. Should be somewhere over at Town's Gate. It's a yellow U+ bag with a Nug Lover sticker on it. Perfect. From what little I saw, all the unclaimed luggage is lying around in piles, so you'll probably have to rummage around some to find it. I gotta go be elsewhere, so give the bag to Teoka at Dreamworld. My girl, she'll pay you. Thanks, Pat.